It's a weather impact day and we're tracking the rain and snow that's been coming our way. Let's take a live look from a drive from earlier this morning toward the Sierra. This is a live look from Live Tracker 3 where you can see how intense the drive was. This was actually earlier this morning.
Traffic expert Brian Hickey is joining our team of meteorologists for coverage on this storm system and the impact it's having. But first, we're going to start with KCRA 3's Eileen Javora, who is tracking it all.
Yeah, a couple of hours ago in a place like Stockton, boy, it was coming down. That rain was really good around 5 a.m. this morning. Look how much it's improved. We have cloudy conditions with some spotty rain nearby. But as you look at the forecast in the next 12 hours, we still are including the chance of showers in there. Now, I don't think it's going to be an all-day rain anywhere. A lot of dry times mixing in. But even in the afternoon, we could see a couple of downpours as still some moisture lingers over Northern California. So looking at Doppler radar, still this line of rain that was over Stockton and Modesto earlier. It's now shifting south, and look at that good rain that was over Yuba City into the Marysville area, Wheatland, Highway 20. That was really heavy rain that went through around 2-3 o'clock this morning, putting down a couple of inches of rain in some spots. And meteorologist Heather Waldman's going to be coming up soon to tell us just how much rain certain locations got. Still, the rain continues in Newman and Livingston up towards the Mother Lode this morning. But again, this is sinking southward, and still the snow is lingering generally above 6,000 feet, tapering in intensity along Interstate 80, but there's Highway 50. We still have some snow falling here. So generally do expect scattered showers to continue into the afternoon under mostly cloudy skies. And in the foothills, we will continue to see the chance of showers as well. And that snow level should bounce around again that 6,000 foot mark with chain controls possible through most of today. Again, the best snow would fall this morning with several more inches a possibility, especially as we go through the morning time. Just take it slow on the roadways. You might find some standing water in some spots where we had that heavier rain. Here's Brian now with an update on the roadways. A big mess just because of all the rain and the collisions.
Yeah, southbound I-5 especially. This is what it looks like back at West El Camino. You can see the traffic here heavy across all lanes, all because it's all being funneled down to one lane right around Richards Boulevard. But you can see that backup all the way back up into Natomas. And then you can see westbound Interstate 80 now feeling the effects of that as folks try to find a detour. And then also eastbound 50 coming back into downtown, some increased traffic there. So why is this all happening? We had a jackknife big rig early this morning, and with more on the cleanup, here's Aaron Heff live along I-5.
Yeah, Brian, standing in the middle of southbound I-5 right now, you can see the quick dry spread across several lanes here, but absolutely nothing quick about this incident. This started at 4:30 this morning, just after it was a jackknife big rig. It took an hour for this situation to be deemed a hazmat situation because over 100 gallons of fuel had spread across Interstate 5. And if we flip the camera around, you can just see how much traffic is still backed up right now. It is one lane. That is very intense, causing miles and miles and miles of backup. CHP still on scene. The cleanup really just got underway in the last 40 minutes or so. And again, about 150 gallons of fuel spilling onto the roadway. And you can see these street sweepers just arrived, mixing it into the ground, trying to make this amount of fuel go away so that they can reopen I-5 southbound. But right now, I-5 southbound, most near Richards Boulevard, down to one lane, and it is not wrapping up anytime soon. Brian, what are the other incidents on the road?
Yeah, and of course, traction an issue out there when you have oil spilled across the freeway. Highway 50 looking good right now. We have a little bit of slowing right now through 65th Street. Westbound 80 up to the split looking good, but Cap City Freeway slow on that southbound side as you make your way into downtown on that stretch. We'll head a little bit further to the south now. I-5 and 99 looking good. 99 right around Florin Road, we're seeing some slowing. And then Highway 50 at Bass Lake Road, we have an overturned pickup truck if you're coming in from El Dorado Hills. The other issue right now in Modesto area, we had a big rig hit the center divide right around Kansas Avenue. That's caused big delays on that southbound side. If you're going northbound from Modesto into Manteca, that's currently 18 minutes. Going across the Tracy Triangle, 36 minutes there, 32-minute ride on 580. And then as we take a look at our freeways here in Sacramento, Highway 50, 13-minute ride out of Rancho Cordova. It's in the red now. Interstate 80, Roseville to the split, 9 minutes. Really no delays there. 5 and 99 out of Elk Grove, also running at the speed limit. But be careful. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brian. And we've seen some big backups at times in the Modesto area with the wet weather impacting the roads right now.
KCRA 3's Mike DeSalle has been driving in the area this morning. Mike, what are you seeing?
You know, Brian was just talking about Kansas here in Modesto, so I want to show you something off the freeway. We're on Emerald Avenue approaching the stoplight, which is Canvas, and watch that white truck. He is right now driving into what we're seeing area, and that is some localized roadway flooding, especially along this Kansas stretch here. We're going to turn right once we get up here, and you know, the parking lot also submerged in water as we head towards Highway 99. Now, out on 99, take a look at this video, because this is the backup we were stuck in for about 47 minutes this morning, just trying to get from the north end of Modesto through to the south end here at Kansas, where this big rig lost control and hit that center divider, that causing a huge slowdown throughout the entire morning, and that remains here just trying to get through Modesto. If we come back out here live, now we're about to go over Highway 99, but again, the thing to note here is the rain was so heavy earlier this morning over such a short period of time that there are spots where there is localized flooding on the roadways, including here on Kansas this morning. In fact, just on the other side of that stoplight you see ahead of us, that's another spot where you're going to see lanes submerged in water. Bottom line here in the Modesto area, whether you're driving slow or having to go slow through the minor localized flooded areas, either way, if you're behind the wheel this morning, just take it slow and be prepared for what's in front of you, because as we approach here, you're going to see this white truck just about to avoid, again, flooded roadway there on the right side from all that rain from earlier this morning. This, a live look at a very wet Modesto this morning, even though the rain has pretty much stopped falling. Mike DeSalle, KCRA 3 News.
And we saw a decent amount of rain last night and into this morning.
KCRA 3 meteorologist Heather Wallman joining us now with a look at those rain totals that we're seeing so far. Heather?
Yeah, we're going to start off in the San Joaquin Valley, not too far from where Mike was just driving around. So these are 24-hour rainfall totals. Modesto within the last 24 hours picking up 1.35 inches of rain. A lot of that really coming within the last 6 hours. Stockton close to 1.5 inches of rainfall, about an inch on the Altamont headed westbound into the East Bay, and then eastbound along Highway 4, about 1.25 inches within the last 24 hours. Also some big numbers north of Sacramento up into the Yuba and Sutter County areas. Wheatland picking up almost 3.25 inches of rainfall in the last 24 hours. Most of that coming since midnight. We had an intense band that kind of set up really just pretty much over southern Yuba County, and that was about it. You go north up to Marysville, 2.37 inches of rain, but you head south on 65 towards the Lincoln area. There, rainfall amounts about 1/2 inch within the last 24 hours. So we do still have a flood advisory, this in effect until noon. It does include Yuba City, it includes Wheatland, all the way up into Grass Valley and Sweetland as well, where rainfall amounts up into the foothills anywhere from 2 to 3 inches this morning. A second flood advisory also until noon. That continues for parts of San Joaquin, Stanislaus, as well as Calaveras County until midday today. Meanwhile, in the Sacramento area, rainfall numbers a lot lower. At the International Airport, just over 1/2 inch of rain in the past 24 hours. Elk Grove also coming in close to 1/2 inch. So really two main areas where we saw those big rainfall totals over the last day. We have a few showers left over for the rest of today, but we won't be tacking on too much more in the valley. Back to you.
Heather, thank you. And you can track this system on our KCRA 3 app, and you can see what's happening in your neighborhood. It's free to download. Be sure to turn on notifications to get breaking news alerts sent straight to your phone.